Hello, how are we all doing this evening? Um, Before we go any further, really, just a quick check. Does everything sound okay? Um, is the music in the background too much? Can I be heard alright? I can turn it down a little bit. Let's turn it down a little bit. How's that? How do we sound? Hello, Retroider, how are we doing? And we can hear me okay. Excellent. Good. Right. This is copyright-free music, so I should not get a DMCA. At least that's what Spotify tells me. So, we should be good, I think. Right. So tonight, what we are going to do is attempt to upgrade a Game Boy Advance. A few months ago, I bought this from a convention, a retro gaming convention. It is just on the face of it a normal Game Boy Color, but it has been upgraded. If I turn it on, they're beautiful. You might not actually be able to see that because it's oh wait, there we go. A lovely IPS display and an internal USB-C rechargeable battery pack. What have we got? What was in there? Oh, it's Metal Gear, which is appropriate. Also, you can see it at that angle. That's pretty good. Hello, how are we doing? How are things? Right, let's turn that off. So that, yeah. So I bought this, and it's really good for Game Boy and Game Boy Color games. But I kind of wanted something that could do Game Boy Advance games. And I saw some videos on YouTube about a no solder mod kit for the Game Boy Advance that it's just drop in a replacement shell. It needs a new shell. So I thought, why not try that mod kit out and try and upgrade an old busted Game Boy Advance. Nice room, thank you. It's full of lots of nerdy things. I like it in here quite a lot. So anyway, what have we got? So I bought this, which is just it's old, busted. You can see it's got no battery cover, but it's covered in. Well, no, that's not true actually. I do have the battery cover somewhere. It just doesn't stay on, which is why it's got the tape on the back to hold up the the battery cover in place. I bought it untested. I took a bit of a risk, but it does work. Let's stick some batteries in, and you can just about see, yeah, it boots. And let's grab a cartridge just to prove that it boots cartridges. Yep, that's booting. So we got but you can see even there it's really dim. You can see the nice reflection of the webcam in the screen, but it's really dim screen. So what we are going to do, I am going to put it back on this little mat and transfer over to this one. Ooh, a new follow. Thank you, Retronuts. So we've got this all set up. I have, what have I got? I have a nice new transparent black screen. Not screen, sorry, shell. So we're gonna swap the shell over. I have the screen mod itself, which comes in this lovely Game Boy cartridge style box. And oh, I haven't even unpacked this yet. So let's have a look. Right, let's move you out of the way for the moment. Bring this over. Ah, no worries at all. So we've got the flex ribbon cable to attach to the that will attach to the actual motherboard itself. And then we have the screen, which is here, which is pre-laminated. So a lot of other screens, you have to attach the actual lens to it. So there's a screen on the back, and then this one comes pre-laminated, which is nice and easy. So we'll put that to one side until we need it. And then I have a selection of buttons to choose from. So I am partial to the mixture of black and red. So I have some red replacement buttons here. I also have, just to see, we might see what they're like, some transparent black buttons and some standard black buttons. I think the black and red is going to look best, so we'll go with that. I think I'll have red fresh membranes for the buttons, so they'll all be nice and clean. And what else do I have? Ah, yes, the final thing is the USB-C rechargeable battery mod. So this is just drop in, doesn't need anything. It comes with a custom backplate with a USB-C, a hole for the USB-C cable right in the back there. So we'll put that in, and that should be everything that we need. So first things first, we are going to take this old Game Boy apart. Let's bring it back into frame. Let's take out the Pokemon game. Put that to one side. So all we need to take this apart, there are six screws in the back. There's one, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 at the top here, 5 and 6. And then there's one hidden in the battery compartment. That you need 2 different screwdrivers. So to take out the 6 around the edge, you need a Y0 tri-wing screwdriver, which I have here. So let's get to taking this apart. Shall we? You are so small and fiddly. I would like you to come all of the way out, please. Oh, you're not going to. And the second screw, you can actually come out. Nope. So I will admit I have had the back off of this already, because I needed to find out whether it was a 30 pin or 40 pin connector on the motherboard for the screen. Oh, that one came out. We have the kit that I've got supports both 30 pin and 40 pin Game Boy models, but I just wanted to be sure. Yeah, these screws are so fiddly, but fortunately, that one came out. Fortunately, the new kit that I've got, and I hope I haven't lost them, came, there we go, with a bag of fresh screws. So this can come out. No, right, we'll put you to one side, so we don't need this tri-wing screwdriver anymore. And there's a small Phillips head screw just in here. This last one is a Phillips head screw. And that one comes out nice and easy. And the back should just lift off. There we go. Right, so we don't need... Actually, no, we do need this, because I need to test the screen. So, what we need to do now, we have... So we've got this is the connector for the screen up here. And I don't know if you'll be able to see, but on the motherboard, I don't think you can, there's just a little number right here that will either say 32 or 40. And that will tell you the pins that you need for the what's the word I'm looking for? The flex cable. Because if you have a look on the flex cable, we've got two connectors. That's the 32 pin connector. That's the 40 pin connector. So that's the one that we're going to need. So we've got should have 2 or 3 more screws in the motherboard to lift that out. But what I'm going to do first is, I'm going to take it out of the casing. So these are JIS screws, which are basically Phillips head screws. I might need to keep these, so I'll keep these to one side. So they're technically not the same as a Phillips screw, Phillips head screw, but it will work nonetheless. So take that out, keep those to one side, and then we can detach. If I get the pliers, we can detach the ribbon cable for the screen here. It's a bit picky, it's a bit fiddly, so I'll do it that way. And there we go. We should just be able to remove the ribbon cable like so. How much are the parts? So the shell, the new shell, I paid about £10. The buttons are about £3 or £4 each. The expensive bits were the battery pack, which was about £35, and the screen, depending on where you get it. So some of these parts I got, so they're all Funny Playing parts. That's the manufacturer. Some of them I got from a UK-based store called it's on the packaging somewhere. Retro Parts UK, I think it was. Let's have a look. Do I even have it? I should have it. Yeah. Retro Gaming Parts. Sorry. So a lot of the cheaper parts I got from the UK-based supplier, but the screen on there was like £65, which I wasn't going to spend that amount of money. So I bought the screen directly from Funny Playing for about £40, which is fine. Right, so this ribbon cable should just come out. We can release that, and now, unless I've missed a screw, which I don't think I have, we should just be able to release the motherboard, and there it is. Oh, some of the membranes have come with it, which means they're probably going to need a clean. So we'll put that back, and we don't need this now. Oh, it's all come to pieces. Right, that's how they go in. Okay. Right. So we'll put this off to one side. I have so much clutter on my desk that right. So the first thing we want to do is grab some IPA, isopropyl alcohol, 99%, and we're going to give the pads, the contact points for the buttons. So we've got the A and B buttons here, the D-pad buttons here, and start and select. And I might even give the speaker a little bit of a clean, because well, this is an old Game Boy that I got from a charity company in Yorkshire, so it's possibly not, and all of the games that came with it were all kids games, so it might not have been looked after brilliantly. So we'll just give these a little wipe. That's come up really nicely already. There's some grime on those. The beauty of IPA at this this strength, this percentage, is that it evaporates really, really quickly. So you don't really need to worry too much about shorting any of the connections. So give those a clean. I'll give these a clean. That's not too bad, actually. It's the speaker that's the worst bit. Is that... Right. That can go in the bin. Put the lid back on the IPA. And put that down. Make sure not to spill it because it smells horrible. Right, where did I put the... I put them here. Let's just give that a clean up with some more... It's all-purpose rubbing alcohol, 99. It just says 99% pure isopropyl alcohol on it. Keep out of reach of children and animals. I keep it on the floor. I should probably put that elsewhere. But it is sealed. It does have a safety lid on it, so no one can get into it real easy. Right, they're all dried up and nice and clean. Okay, what we're going to do now, the first thing, because this is where it could all fall over, is we're going to test the screen. Because what I don't want to do is find that I've spent all this money and it doesn't work. So we've got the flex cable here. It also comes, so this, I say this is a no solder mod. It is perfectly possible to do this with solder. You can do some soldering on it. Is that a sticker that needs to come off? Looks like it might be. Am I about to destroy my touchpad? I might be, so I'm going to leave that. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Alright, anyway. So we get the screen. So what we do... The screen goes into let's lift. Ooh, how does this work? Ah, there. Right, so the screen should go in here, I think, like that, and then clip it down. So that's the screen attached, and then that goes in there, and then we just pop it back in, secure it all up. So that's nice and secure. We don't need this bit, so we'll just fold it out of the way. Right, so that's all connected. If I just pop the back on again, quickly, so I can put these batteries in. And this should... Where is my power switch? It's here. Has that turned on? Is it going to turn on? No. Oh, there we go. No, we've got sound, but we don't have an image. Alright. That's not necessarily good. I need to work out what I've done wrong here. Okay. I'm just going to have to assemble it, I think. And I've just lost a piece. Screws. I lost some screws, but I don't need this bit, so that's fine. Okay. I suspect it's because I've not wired this up properly. But we'll find out. Let's take that out. We can leave that on there for the moment. Right. Actually, no, we should disconnect that. Yeah, the ribbon cable is... There was 2 ribbon cables with this. And I wonder if I've put that in the right way around. I think I have. Yeah, I did. Okay. So we'll put the ribbon cable to one side. And then we get the screen. Drop that in. And then the screen. So I hope that's just the protector on it. It's a bit beat up. Let's see. There's some scratches on it over here. Let's see what this is. Ah, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, that's fine. So the screen goes in, and it just drops. Literally, just drops into place. Like that. And then we connect the ribbon cable from the screen to... Oh, that might have been it, actually. So that should slot in. I need my tweezers. This is much more fiddly than I thought it was going to be. I'm not actually going in to where you're supposed to go. What I should have done is I'll connect this first and then drop the screen in. It does always feel very satisfying removing the screen, doesn't it? Right. Are we in now? Are we connected? Yes. Right, that is secure. So that, I think, was the problem that I had before, is that it wasn't secure in the connector. So that drops in, goes in like so, and then this folds around the back. So what I am going to do, have some double-sided tape somewhere. Here it is. Just going to take a little piece of this tape. And mess this up completely. Oh god. Sorry if I go quiet for a second. I am fighting with double-sided tape to get the actual other sticky side off. Come on. This is no good, is it? Should I stick it down first and then... It's going to go about here. So let's pop that down there. That's fine. That's in the right place. And then hopefully now the back comes off. There we go. And then we can pop that there like so. So that is just secured in position. What we've got at the bottom here is the touch sensor. So the touch sensor is going to allow us to control things like brightness and screen effects without the need for soldering. So I have some Captain tape which is what I'm reliably informed is the best thing to use for something like this. I'm just trying to get it free because this is all brand new. Oh, come on. You gonna help? You gonna behave yourself? Tweezers again. This isn't even the end of the roll. What is going on? Why would you put a sticker? Is that the end of the roll? No. Okay, let's try this. I'm just going to destroy the first reel of tape. Oh, there it is. Right. We don't need a lot of this. Let's cut the end off there. And then we do the same. We take a little bit of tape. Not too much. You haven't worked at all. That's better. Right, and then we just tape the touch sensor down to the glass so that it's in position so that we can use it to like I say, control the screen settings. Right. This actually doesn't take a huge amount of time. So we put the retaining bracket in, which needs to go under there. So this bracket should just go in like that. Good. Is that in the right place? That's in the right place. Right, so that should keep the screen and everything in place now. So we're all good there. I hope. It's a bit squishy. Does it clip into place anywhere? Have I got it the right way around? I have got it the right way around. Okay, that's fine. Worst comes to worst, I could take this all apart again off stream and fix it, but I thought it would be interesting to do on stream. Right, buttons. So I'm going to go with the red ones. We have a lot of different buttons here. We've got our D-pad, drops in, and then the A and B buttons. These have helpfully they have little I don't know if you can see that very easily, like little bits that stick out from the button to show you which orientation they go, and they can only go one way. So that's good. What I can't forget, because it's in here, is the light pipe. So the light pipe is what helps the LED diffuse from the board. That should just go there. Yeah, that goes in there. Right, we've got buttons. These go on the sides. So we've got a left and a right. Goes there and there. I think. Yep, that's all good. This is the fiddly bit. Now, when I took the buttons out of this one, so there's little bits of, cool, no worries, catch you in a few minutes. There's a little bits of metal here. This is what actually presses the button. So when you press down on the the shoulder button, that is what presses the button on the motherboard. So I have to replace those, and they go in where the hinge is. So where did I put those? Right here. I don't know if these should go on last, you know. I watched a tutorial and I rewatched it this afternoon. But I'm not 100% sure. Why won't you come out of the bag? Come on. There we go. 1 and 2. So these just slot in here. Do they go in any further than that? I don't want to. Yes, they do. That goes in nicely like that. And this one does the same. Just here. This actually isn't that long of a process. So really, if it all goes to plan, and I have just jinxed myself by saying that, so these are going to have to go in last, I think. Oh no, maybe not. I'll put the motherboard in before we put these in. So these go in there, maybe? They look like they should, but it's not. Yeah, it's not terribly secure. Right. Power switch, that'll go on after the motherboard's gone on. You can put the membranes back in. So we've got D-pad membrane right here. Got an A and B button membrane. And we've got a start and select button membrane. So we'll do the start and select button membranes, which just go in there. Ooh, I should probably not be doing this on a perfectly flat surface. That's a pain. Right, how does this go? It's gonna go like this. So these have little connectors on the actual motherboard, on the case itself, so they just pop on, go on like that. That's nice. And then where's your one at the bottom here? So you go on like that. Right, we should. Oh no, wait, there is one last thing I need to do, which is there's a little bit of plastic just here, which is covering the link cable port. So this should, I have been reliably informed, just pop out like that. Yeah, easy. Easy. Right, that's good. So now we don't need this. So I'm gonna try and fold it out of the way somehow. Probably more Captain tape. I should have had a bigger amount of, really, but didn't actually think ahead that far. Right, let's cut you off, and then just sort of fold that down, and let's fold it in and down, because we aren't going to need you at all. Ooh. This is super fiddly, but that is in, that is down and out of the way. Right, now I think we can pop the motherboard back in. So oh, I have made a mistake. I have made a mistake. Which may require a disassembly. So as you can see, the motherboard goes in nicely, but the ribbon cable's in the wrong place. So that was a critical error on my part. Hopefully I should, oh, there's a bit of a gap here on this bit of tape, so I can just pull you up like so, take you off, that's okay. Let's put you to one side, let's take the bracket out. Lift this bit of tape up and off. Hopefully not ruining the board. Welcome back. I have made a critical error, and you are currently watching me fix it. So that is going to go there now instead, hopefully. So let's pop the motherboard back in just to make sure it's lined up properly. That looks better. Does that look better to everyone else? Still needs to go a little further this way, doesn't it? That's about as far as it's going to go. We'll have to see. It should fit. It should work, he says cautiously. Right, pop the sides back on. Pop the membranes back in. Nope. Nope. Let me put the bracket back on. It goes on like so. Did I take that back down? I have. There we go. Right, you go in. You're in. Bring the flex cable down and out of the way. Well, we've learned that the tape is relatively easy to remove, so that's good. I'm going to do it again because I think this needs to actually fold. I don't need it. It doesn't matter if I break the connections, because I need it to be flat like that. Stick it down. I have put my tape down, and I can. Oh, it's right in front of me. Let's just take this down a bit more. Oh. Scissors are not the sharpest. That's okay, scissors, neither am I. Clearly. Your tape down and out of the way. Now we can put the membranes back in. Start select. D-pad. and B. Should we turn it over and have a quick look what we think? That looks pretty smart. I think that looks pretty swish, don't you? I like that quite a lot. Let's just hope it works. Right, you go on. And now, put the motherboard back in. And we'll try and get this ribbon cable aligned. This flex cable. Not quite. I don't know. I don't really know if I should have taped this board down because I can't quite get it to line up. But I don't really see any much more wiggle room, do you? Like, there's not really much more I can do to bring this further over. Like, it's about as far as it will go. Do this and just... tape you down. Back there. No, I really don't want to pull on it too much. That looks okay. That looks like it will line up. That's fine. Alright, so... let's put the screws in. We've got the new screws. Right, we should have... You are a JIS. Which is this one. I'm pretty sure that one came out of here. Ooh. These screws are not magnetic, which is not helpful at all. No, it's that one. So it goes that hole, and I want to say that hole. Let's take that off for the time being because we don't need it there just yet. Is it this one? Feels like it might be this one. Right, I'm gonna have to lift it because it's the buttons that are preventing everything from going back into place. So we lift that up. I've lost the screw. Oh no, it's right here. There we go. One. You a JIS. You are a JIS. That can go in there. Oh, that one is magnetic. So that one. Goes in here. Let's side up a little bit more. I shouldn't have removed the protective film off of the screen because I'm going to have it covered in fingerprints now. Right. That looks pretty good. This could do with being tightened up a little bit more. But I'm worried about threading or stripping this screw because it's not the best. So take it slowly. Okay, I need to go in a little more. Do I have any spare JIS screws? Or have I just destroyed this one? Take it slow. Screw it in. Right, that's about as far as that will go. So, what do we think? Do you realise you can't see it? How does that look? I think that looks pretty good, don't you? We connect up the screen, which we should be able to... Oh yeah, that'll work now. So that, the screen goes in here. Like that. Ah, oh, perfect. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Connect that in and connect that in. Right, we are connected. So all we need to do now is put everything back together. So that goes like that. Sides go on like so. And then you are the right button, which is this side. Goes in like that. Ah. Awesome. You go in. Come on. You go in. Like that. And then we should just be a case of putting the back on, which just goes on like so. Clip it together. Come on. There we go. Clips together. Right, and then get some screws going. You're a tri-wing, so get my tri-wing screwdriver. Just start sealing this bad boy up. So put one in here. Like so. Probably do with being a little tighter there. Tighten you right up. Same on the other side. In here. What am I going to play first on it? Well, I have a number of games here to try. So I have Legend of Zelda. Come on. Link to the Past, 4 plus 4 swords. And Super Mario World, Super Mario Advance 2, and the classic Pokemon Fire Red. All of which have been recently taken apart to verify that they are legit copies. Because I got paranoid about my Game Boy Advance games being reproductions that I had bought thinking they were legit. Buying a reproduction knowing it's a reproduction is absolutely fine. Buying a reproduction when you think it's legit sucks. I can show you a Charmander would fit better, and everyone knows that Red is the superior of the two Pokemon games. Right, put this one back together. Should have. Don't want to over tighten it. Two more tri-wing screws. That looks. I'm sorry. I know I picked these colours out all myself, but this looks real nice. I'm really pleased with it. If it works. If it doesn't work, then I've wasted an hour of my time and your time. Right, take that off. And we put the final screw in the case. Which is a Phillips head screw, goes in the back of the battery cover, right here. If it will go. Right, that should be in. Okay, now I had some batteries somewhere. Where did I put them? They're right here. Before we put the rechargeable battery pack in, I think we should just test this out. Grab some batteries. Pop the back cover on. Closes up nicely. Pop our Pokemon in and moment of truth. It doesn't work. Okay. I need to work out why this hasn't worked. Alright. What have I done wrong? What do we think I've done wrong? It's just getting no power. That is legitimately gutting. Okay. Yeah, there was no sound this time. There was sound the last time, which suggests that I've done something horribly wrong and it's dead. No, the batteries aren't dead. The batteries are fresh. The batteries we used. I'll try with a different set of batteries. I've got some more just here. But oh, that works. It's alive! Oh. Oh, my heart. Oh, I need to take this off. I'm so hot now. Oh, my God. That doesn't make sense, though. The batteries we used earlier in a different Game Boy. In this very Game Boy. Right, let's just chuck that over the side there. Right. So, let's put the back on. and then pop a game in and try it again. There it is. Look at that. You can't see it. You also... That is so much clearer and brighter. Here, let me bring it up this way. How much better is that? That is so good. I'm so pleased. Look at that nice... I'll shut up. Oh. Oh my god. Alright, we'll take the batteries out and take the game out because we're not finished. We need to place... So these are the good... Oh, you can't see that because I'm pointing at the wrong place. These are the good batteries. These are the ones that we know worked. I'm putting them here. These are the Duff batteries that for some reason didn't work. They're going over to the side. When you say other camera, you mean this one. And not this one. I'll do a full comparison. Like... Because I've got an actual... So this was the one that I was originally going to mod. This is my original Game Boy from when it first came out. But this is actually in really good condition. Like, the battery cover needs replacing, but it's in really good condition, and I didn't want to take it apart. So I thought, let's buy a rubbish one that's in bad condition and breathe new life into it, which is what we've done. So, how does this go in? Right, what we need to do... Oh, the one on the table looked better. Okay. Interesting. So now we have... That can go to one side because we don't need that. We have the rechargeable battery pack. So this should... We need to remove a little piece first. So we take this contact out. We don't need it. Oh, come on. This is very fiddly. Don't try this at home, kids. There we go. Battery contact is out, so we don't need that. We do need this, which just goes in. The battery is actually stuck to it. Needs to go a little bit further this way. That just goes in like a normal battery does, like that. Try not to pinch this cable. Goes in, put that through. I should have done that first, shouldn't I? No. Feed the cable through. Pop it in there. Pop that in there. And then this. How did Macho Nacho do this? So what we have to do is this connects into here. Like that. At least it should go in like that. Yeah. So that's how that connects. We do have a lot of excess cable. A lot of excess wiring. So we'll just pop that in. Feed that in here. Feels like an excessive amount of cabling. Put that around down there. Just get you in out of the way. Find you down here. Right, and then the back cover should just go on. Like that. Alright. So I don't know if this is going to have any charge. We shall soon find out. It does! And it works. There we go. Have a look at that. I don't know, you can't really see the screen because it's too bright because I've got light shining on it. But there we go. So, if I grab a USB-C cable, just grab this one. Yay! Success. So I'm going to show you, we've just got standard USB-C cable. Plug it in. That will just go boop. Blue indicates, I think blue indicates, oh no, I've forgotten a piece. It's not major that I've forgotten it. Well, it is major because I don't want to overheat it. We have a heatsink, which you can't really see because it's a bit shiny, and then a heatsink for the battery pack that just goes right here. So we pop that in, that's nice and stuck down. Now we should be able to close it all up. It's a bit tight, but that's fine because it never needs to come off again. And it still boots. Ah, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Right, final touch. I don't know where I've put it. It's over here somewhere. Where did I put you? That's right here. So I have a nice hollow foil label from Zed Labs. This is the only piece that I didn't get from Funny that isn't Funny Playing manufactured. This is Zed Labs. Cut it open. Because it's a little bit bare on the back, as you can see with the official one. It has a nice Game Boy Advance sticker. I don't have a barcode sticker, unfortunately, and I don't have one for the battery cover. But I do have. This isn't going to open now. Tony Hawk's Game Boy Challenge. Oh dear, no. So I have these nice shiny, which you can't really see. I mean, you can see it shine. Hollow foil stickers to go on the back. So that's what we're gonna do. Except that has not come off properly. Good. Oh, there we go. I thought I'd ruined a sticker. So this goes. This is where we see just how steady my hands actually are. Right there. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. So, how much for it? Alright, so let's total it up. I paid £40 for the Game Boy, about £100 for the components, and I'm looking at the wall, and I should be looking at this camera here. So we're at £140 already. Clearly, because it's such a beautiful piece, it's lovely, it's really nice, everyone likes it, everyone agrees it's the best looking Game Boy they've ever seen. I am going to say £170, which actually is about what I paid for this one. So if you want to provide all of the components and ship them to me and pay for shipping, I will do it for 40. But you've just had a tutorial on how to and how not to do it. So that's you can do your own. See, if an idiot like me can do it, then anyone can. Okay. Now let's do a quick comparison. This is my original Game Boy. Pop some batteries in. We've got... Look at that dim screen. Look at that. Let's put them side by side. Now look at that. Let's see, if I turn this light off, it might actually give a better... not quite. Not quite. We've still got too many lights on. But that might be a better look. Better shot. I mean, okay. Can you see that? Yeah, that's good. There. That. Compared with that. It's so... It's night and day. Let's put them... one on top of the other. Or side by... You can't really see it that well. But, oh, I am so pleased with that now. That's fantastic. I will post some pictures, some videos. I already have some prepared. But let's get a game going. Let's get some Zelda going on here, shall we? Let's get that. Have a look at this. But still, oh, it looks so good. Looks so good. Oh, I've been playing this already. Just need to make sure that the buttons work, so don't mind me. D-pad all seems to work. Buttons all that works. Start from save place. Buttons all work. Everything. I can see Link is ducking there, and then that brings up a map menu. Buttons. Continue game. Yes. Oh, that's so much better. Cool. Well, that actually took a lot less time than I thought it was going to. I was worried that it was... Well, it was either going to be really short or really, really long. Let me go back to here. That's better. So this is now going to take pride of place. I'm sorry, Sonic, you might get relegated. It's gonna live here. I have a nice stand for it to go on. So let's see how that would look. Oh yes. Oh yes. It matches my Japanese PSP, which is also a thing of beauty. And it matches the shell of the Game Boy Color. That is an excellent result, if I do say so myself. Very pleased with that. The buttons are the shoulder buttons are a little sticky, but that is something I can live with. It's more a display piece, really, I think, than a used piece. It's too nice to use. It's too nice. I don't want to use it now. But yeah, there we go. How do it? We're going for an hour. That is true. Nothing like a playable display piece. That is very true. All right. So much better than a non-play. That yeah. But it works. Which, you know, we had that moment of panic. Let's just move all of this out of the way. Where I thought it wasn't going to. That was pretty bad. But we're all good. We are. We fixed it with some fresh batteries. It seemed that's all that it needed. But yeah, I think now that we are done. Good job. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm very pleased with it. I may do some more if I can pick up some cheap Game Boys and some cheap components, or the components for a half decent price. The sticker is a little wonky on the back. That's something I'm going to need to improve on. I may do some more. Check in the post. Legitimately, if you want me to do one, I will. Make a series of it. I'm sure I could get a nice yellow case and buttons. Give it a Pac-Man theme. And you know, that would suit your tastes. Don't need these screws now. You should. GBA is great. It's got some great games on it. You should get one. It's worth it. We should have some more discussions on it. Yeah, absolutely do. Like, this has been fun. It's been a little bit panic inducing, but I would recommend giving it a try. It wasn't hard. Well, it was hard. It wasn't that hard. You might have a Star Trek game collection. I have lots of Star Trek related things. I don't have many Star Trek related games because a lot of them weren't very good. I have Elite Force, and I have the PC games, Elite Force 2, the Armada games. But unfortunately, a lot of the other ones I didn't really enjoy. But you never know. First Contact Day. Yeah, Star Trek Armada is great. It's great. First Contact Day is less than 6 months away, so I always do a First Contact Day stream and play a Star Trek related game on First Contact Day or around First Contact Day, depending on when it falls. But I will definitely do one again this year. Or next year, sorry. Just depends what we play. Anyway, with that, I think I'm gonna go and have a little bit of a relax. Maybe play my new Game Boy. Because that was... I don't want to say it was hard, because it all went together fairly well, but a little stressful at times. Just not sure if I'd actually done it correctly. But it all worked out in the end, and we have a sick-looking Game Boy. Yeah, First Contact is also my favourite Star Trek film, so I always make sure to note First Contact Day every year. April 5th, 2063 is the date of First Contact. Cool. Well, thank you, everybody. Oh, no, that's fighting words. Them's fighting words. War's better than Trek. Oh, never. Never. Alright. Before we get into an argument about that, because it will cause an argument, I am going to call it there. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and chatting. It has been a fun evening. It's been a learning experience. I think the next one I do, if I do another one, would be much more straightforward. I'd be happy to do another one, I think. See how that goes. Might try an SP at some point, but SPs are a bit harder. I think SPs require soldering, but we shall see. But yeah, thank you all again for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday and a good week ahead. I am planning on getting back into the regular streaming of old games, so we shall probably pick that up again in the next couple of weeks. I'm not sure when it will be. I used to do them on a Sunday night, but I didn't really like having the pressure of having to do them the day before work. So I will maybe do them on a Friday night going forward, but I will let you know. I'll post that on my Twitter @RetroGameDen. Feel free to follow for any updates, and I will speak to you all then. Have a good evening, and see you later. Bye bye.